Hi guys, come and join us. We're on our way to Securecorp head office to interview some of their staff to discuss the security industry and the pathways.
Yeah, we're really excited about this. I'm sure you guys are excited to see what's going to come after this. But yeah, definitely worth the watch. So Naeem, Securecorp have engaged with Simple Training now for quite a long time. Why do you guys engage with Simple Training Academy?
I guess it's because of you guys. You make it so easier for us to refer our staff to you when we need to, and it's so much easier for us to ask you to come and deliver some of those trainings directly on site when our customers ask us to. I guess it's a relationship thing. Plus, your content is quite valuable,
Yeah.
and it's quality. So one is the content, two is the relationship that we share with you guys, and we appreciate it all the time. You make yourself available when we need to, whether it's a quote, whether it's coming out and having a chat with our customer about a certain training that needs to be delivered on site. You've personally delivered customer service, you've delivered security awareness and conflict resolution and all that sort of stuff for us, so that's much appreciated. But I guess it all comes with doing ease of business, if I could say. One, you know what you're doing. Two, we've got a relationship where we can call you and you literally drop everything to come out and help us and our customers. So it's much appreciated. And secondly, I guess we referred a lot of our people out to you as well, where we see, I think pre-2020 there was Cert 2 and Cert 3. I think there was a division between the courses.
Yeah, there was no control room.
Where there's no control room into the initial certificate, where we touched on it previously, where some of the staff members, because some of the roles in our sites can be a roving officer or a asset protection guard, and then they want to learn new skill to become a control room operator. They can't do that unless they have those control rooms of activity in their license. And obviously you guys have helped us massively in that space as well, where when we identify a potential somebody on site and we want to progress them into the next ranks in their career, we can always reach out to you, and then you've helped previously and you're still helping us. I guess getting our staff to achieve what they want to achieve in their career, and for us to obviously ensure that we've got a pathway with somebody, a partner like yourself, that is able to assist us in getting our team to where it should be.
And we have previous students that are now currently licensed that are working through Securecorp, and I must say they just keep talking about how professional you guys are. They have mentioned, they've dropped your name a few times, Naeem, because you're the business manager.
I'd be surprised if they didn't, George.
Oh, we don't need to edit anything here, because it's all true.
You better not edit this one.
So yeah, it's really fantastic to be able to have that relationship for, like you said, to ensure that we give back to the community, give back to our people, to Securecorp staff as well. What's one thing that you could advise the community in relation to where you believe the security industry will head in the next 5 to 6 years?
Look, we've touched on this previously. The city is growing, business is growing, people are growing, and it's just a requirement of a growing city that we need to. Police can't be everywhere. We love our armed forces, but they can't be everywhere. And I guess that's where we come to play. That's where you come to play. For us to market our product in a way that attracts our local people to come to our industry, and then to have a pathway for them to enter into the industry, which is through you guys. So these sort of platforms are really good because we can talk about our industry in a positive light, because you don't hear it all the time. We need to print and provide a better image, I believe. And then what that does, it just attracts more people towards our industry, and we need them. We really need them. There's a tremendous amount of shortage of staff, and you see them. You talked about events before. When a musical event happens in Melbourne, you need 100 guards, 200 guards, 300 guards. A major personality coming to Melbourne, you need 200, 300, 400, 500 guards at times. You feel that we don't have that surplus, that the people that are working regular day-to-day jobs, I guess within the industry, we are always struggling on those big nights, and and big time. Then the Australians, we love the sports here, so there's this massive sporting culture, and everybody goes out to enjoy the event. And our job, I guess, collectively, our job is to ensure that people feel safe when they're at those events, and we need to come up with those numbers. So I guess we need quality people, and we need the people, like I said, coming to the industry that we project a better light towards. That we are safe, we are organised, we are legit. So hopefully we can do a bit more of this and reach out to the people and ask them to come and join us. Because as I mentioned previously, the city's growing, and with that we've got a massive amount of requirements for some really good staff to come on board, or people to come on board and help us manage our day-to-day that we are. It doesn't matter what the sector is, you find one thing in our sector, that we are always struggling to get good people. And I guess you guys are going to play a massive role in there as well. We're recruiting through you guys, so when you're out there campaigning for your RTOs, which we should help you as well, to put a good word out. You train them, you educate them, you send it to us, and then we help shape them.
And give them all the skills.
Absolutely, for the industry sector that they're best suited for. So in a nutshell, if I can do it, we need more people, we need good people, we need more training, the more the better.
One more question for you, Naeem, and this relates to PPEs. A few years ago, unfortunately, we all had to deal with the loss of life at Westfield Bondi due to that diabolical incident that occurred. What steps have you guys taken as an organisation to minimise the chances of an incident like this reoccurring, or if an incident like this does occur in the future, are security officers, crowd controllers better prepared in knowing how to deal with these situations? Obviously they're unpredictable and can become very sudden, but are they wearing vests now?
No, a good question, George. Look, my heart and respect goes out to the individual that lost the life trying to protect people, and that's a sacrifice that people are willing to make out there. But it's a worst case scenario. It's the terrible result that nobody wanted. Right? From our perspective, our industry, we're very clear in our guidelines in terms of observe and report. So I consistently say this to I guess our troops out there, that it's a deterrence through presence. That's what it is. By the time the hands and legs start to fly, it's too late, and we've lost, right? Either way. So to get to that point, there's a lot of, again, training involved. I consistently talk about training, and that's exactly what it is. It's about having to have enough training under your belt that when these scenarios happen, and they happen very quickly, and they happen within seconds. That our officers on the ground have instinctive, that becomes like the training becomes an instinctive move for them to make in order to save themselves and the people around them. Right? And that's where that consistent training, the ongoing training, is so important. Whether it's delivered from a trainer-led training on site, which is what's going to be needed, or through e-learning, or through a tabletop exercises, or however you want to say it. That piece is super important
for the survival.
Absolutely. And PPE comes into it. It's a component to it.
Are they wearing vests now?
Absolutely. A lot of them are wearing stat-proof vests. A lot of them have asked for the cameras. This is not new to the industry. It's been there in different sectors already. In a lot of health sectors, a lot of security officers and EDs and stuff that are already wearing those sort of PPEs, which is I guess really saving their lives on a day-to-day basis. Now it's been, I guess, a common theme across the board, especially spaces where there's a lot of public access. Like shopping centres and stuff. So that's where you'll see the use more and more for it. And it's a good thing, because everything comes down to about dollar, right? At the end of the day, everybody talks about who's going to pay for it, who's going to pay. But I guess as the industry is very reactive, unfortunately, we do things after the fact, in general, and there are limitations because of it, right? And I understand that this is maybe discussion for another day, but PPE is super important. They need to have it, they need to be wearing it, right? And secondly, not just the PPE, de-escalation techniques, exercises, hand-to-hand combat if you need to, right? I'm never a big fan of a physical thing, depending upon where you are, which sector you're in, and how violent or aggressive that space is. You tailor your training according to
Absolutely,
that, right? But from my perspective, it's the communication skills, it's the de-escalation, I guess, techniques and exercises and words and statements.
To diffuse them verbally before it becomes physical.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you've got to do everything you can to ensure that your presence, I guess, dictates the terms on the ground, rather your physical moves.
Yeah.
So once again, training, PPE, do everything you can to ensure that you mitigate the risk to a zero. Eliminate always where you can, and where you can't, you do it through administrative means, or you do it through PPE, you do it through all these different trainings and stuff, and that's not a set and forget. Unfortunately, a lot of the times people just say, "Oh yeah, we watched a video for 2 minutes and it's good to go and be compliant." We've got to look at it from a realistic perspective that you need to consistently do it.
Yeah.
You need to have the refresher training locked in your rosters every 3 months, every 4 months, every month. Toolboxes that you're doing. Consistently talk about it. Create a health and safety environment where they understand what's important.
And I love that you guys do that you recursively do these online training or physical training to reprogram and to ensure the best possible outcome in these situations.
Look, we're very lucky. We've got a very robust health and safety management system. We've got individuals who are managing their compliance on a day-to-day basis, and we are also, as business managers, learning every day of what we need to do when we go out and teach our troops and give the message out, because like I said, nobody wants to see the outcome what happened at Sydney.
Yeah.
So you need to have the resources in the company as first and foremost to ensure that you have a management system that mitigates all that risk.
Yeah.
But then again, it's not a set and forget thing. You need to ensure that you need to have your policies, and those policies need to be understood, developed, delivered, understood, and then implemented.
Yeah.
And have a regular auditing program on site to ensure that they're not, again, become a set and forget thing to collect desks. This is more about having it live on your notice boards.
And this really just shows how valuable Securecorp are in terms of making sure that their employees are safe and productive.
Look, it's the first thing we look at when we look at providing services that how safe our people are going to be. We conduct risk assessments, we do JACAs. We've got the policies, like I said, we make sure that those things are at the forefront of our service, because people we're going to put out there, we want to make sure they're safe.
Yeah.
And we don't want to become a casualty, or we don't want to, want to be able to deal with the unfortunate incident that happened in Sydney. The same way here. It's hard to talk about it, let alone deal with it or experience it. So I guess we understand what the industry requirements are. We understand the safety laws are super important, and then safety is at the forefront of everything.
Love that answer, and I love actually being here and asking all of these questions to Naeem. Thank you, Naeem, so much for your time. You are a very busy man. He's obviously holding a lot of roles all in one, and a great asset to Securecorp. Just really love the experience that we always share together.
Thank you so much, George.
Thank you, Naeem. Thank you.